Hi, welcome to another video. So, Qwen has launched yet another model, and this one is called QvQ Max. I mean, they are on a roll for sure. They have probably open-sourced 4 models in this month alone, which is kind of awesome. Anyway, this model is not open source, but it is free to use. If we talk about this model, it's a more extended and scaled version of the QvQ 72B model, which was made open source a little while back. This is their new visual reasoning model. They say that the model can not only understand the content in images and videos, but also analyze and reason with this information to provide solutions. Basically, it can take in images and reason through them, or videos as well, which is pretty great. So, it can do reasoning similar to O3 Mini, and can also process images. It's not made for general chat. It will only work with images, which means that you should use QvQ Max for most visual tasks, while you can use Qwen for general conversation. It scores about 48.1% in math vision tasks, which is quite impressive. They say that as shown in their figures, by adjusting the maximum length of the model's thinking process, they observe a continuous improvement in the model's accuracy on math vision, demonstrating the immense potential of the model. They've also shared why we need a visual reasoning model. They explain that traditional AI models mostly rely on text input, such as answering questions, writing articles, or generating code. However, in real life, much of the information isn't expressed through words, but rather through images, charts, or even videos. A single image can contain rich details like colors, shapes, spatial relationships, and more. These elements are often more intuitive, but also more complex than text. So, that's why it matters, as most of us generally want to just snap a picture and have it solve tasks rather than typing out a long math question, which is pretty cool. They say that QvQ Max excels at parsing images, whether they're complex charts or casual snapshots taken in daily life. It can quickly identify key elements in an image. For instance, it can tell you what objects are in a photo, what textual labels exist, and even point out small details that you might overlook. They also say that identifying content in an image is not enough. QvQ Max can further analyze this information and combine it with background knowledge to draw conclusions. For example, in a geometry problem, it can derive answers based on the accompanying diagram. In a video clip, it can predict what might happen next based on the current scene. They have also shown some use cases where it can reason even with multiple images, which means that you can potentially give it multiple sets of images and ask it to reason through them and solve questions or perform other tasks. It can also do mathematical reasoning accordingly, which is pretty great as well. They can also do video understanding easily with it. You can simply give it a video and have it understand what's happening. Not just that, you can use it completely free on their Qwen chat platform. Yes, you can just go there and select the QvQ Max model, and then you can upload an image or even a video accordingly. I tested it on some prompts. First, I gave it an image of Paris and asked it to identify the place, and it did that quite well. Then, in the next test, I gave it an image of a dinosaur with a compass and asked it to tell me which way the dinosaur is facing. It didn't give the right answer, as the answer should have been east. Then, I tried another prompt with a question that's pretty simple, but you would need to flip the image to recognize the answer. The answer to this is 87, and it was correct, which is pretty awesome, as generally these vision models get a bit lost when the orientation of pictures isn't correct. So, that's cool. Then I asked it for some coding. I gave it the Grok website homepage and asked it to recreate it in HTML, and it did that quite well. So, that was impressive. I really liked this. You can also give it videos and ask it to work with those, which is also pretty cool, and it's all free on their chat platform. Actually, since they launched their chat platform, I've been using it almost daily. It even has voice features, which are really fire and just so good. They've also made it responsive now, which means that you can easily run it on your phone and chat anytime. The models are really good. Especially the QvQ Max model is pretty great, and there's no limit on them, and the interface also feels quite snappy. The real-time voice and video features are also great, and it seems that they have now also removed the limit of 10 voice chats, which means you could even use it for free there. Qwen is surely cementing their position in the AI space. Being open source is great, but providing models in a good old chat interface is actually what most people want, as not everyone wants to install something locally and do a bunch of tweaks to run it. So, this surely holds good potential. I have really liked QvQ a lot, and it being even better now is great. They have said that they'll open source the Max models in some time, which means that we'll also probably see these models get open sourced quite soon. They have been dropping some fire models back to back. Yesterday, they dropped the Omni model, and now the QvQ model, and they had also launched the VL32B model in the previous week as well. Qwen is surely not stopping, and their releases have been quite awesome lately. I really like this new model, as vision capability is something that has been lacking in the open source scene for a while now, and it's finally time to fill that void. Because none of the better models has the option of vision, which a lot of people crave due to the fact that you need to provide screenshots for debugging or don't want to type out a textbook question, and this surely comes in handy that way. Their chat platform also has most of the advanced features, like it has got the artifacts option, and the thinking option, and the MCP servers option are also coming soon, which means that you'll even be able to plug in custom tools to it and make it even better than before. It also has the search feature, which means that you can combine models like Qwen 2.5 Max with it and make it perform even amazingly with the ability of search or summarizing something or anything like that, which is pretty amazing at the very least. Go ahead and give it a try and share what you think in the comments as well. Please subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.